Intersys is a major employer and paysetter company for the United Way of Ellis County. Each year, Intersys encourages all their employees to engage in different fundraising events in the community to benefit United Way agencies. Additional community involvement includes food drives for the local food bank, adopt a spot cleanup, and participation in numerous local civic organizations. Intersys, a great place to work, a partner of the community.
The United Way of Ellis County on Eagle Community Television is brought to you by Intersys, Hayes Med, Insurance Planning Incorporated, and Eagle Communications.
Jason Rao, Executive Director of the United Way of Ellis County, here to introduce you to another high-impact organization. Once again, for 2012, United Way is building bridges to cover the gaps in our community.
I'm Paula Flesher, Executive Director of the Cancer Council of Ellis County.
And I'm Janet Hayes, an 11-year board member of the Cancer Council.
Change starts here.
Ladies, thank you for joining me today to talk about Cancer Council. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of the organization, its mission, and how it's grown over the last 25 years?
Well, over 25 years ago, concerned citizens got together and they wanted to help the individuals in Ellis County that had cancer. And so they started the Cancer Council of Ellis County. We provide services for individuals and families dealing with cancer, and we also provide education about cancer to the general public.
You know, cancer is such a scary word for people. It really, you know, when you think of cancer, all you think about is how it's going to steal everything away from you, your life, your happiness, everything. But I don't know that people really know exactly what cancer is. Can you kind of just give us a brief explanation of what cancer is?
Well, cancer is a disease in which the good cells are being attacked by the bad ones. The bad ones overtake. It originally was a horribly frightening word. Well, it still is. Anyone shudders when you say cancer. And you hear it more and more all the time. It doesn't have to be a death sentence, as we used to think the minute someone had cancer, that was it. There are many success stories, and we're hoping for many more.
You know, I've heard cancer referred to as a lifestyle disease, that the way you live can often increase risk or decrease risk. Can you maybe talk to our viewers about some of the things that increase the risk of cancer?
Well, certainly there are lifestyle choices that have a bearing. Cigarette smoking has been proven to be a cause. Diet, weight, lack of exercise, all those things contribute to poor conditions in your body that may encourage it. It doesn't always work that way. There are people who have lung cancer who have never ever smoked. I really think genetics has a lot to do with it. And but it is important to take care of yourself and to make sure you're living a healthy lifestyle.
Can you talk maybe a little more about the risk or the behaviors that you can do to reduce risk then maybe? I mean, obviously you can't get any younger, you're as old as you are, but there are other things you can do to reduce your risk?
Well, one of the things that I know is, like with skin cancer, is to use sunscreen, use protective gear, use sunglasses, put on a hat to prevent the sun damage that causes the skin cancer. And this has to start when the kids are young, because it doesn't show up until they're older, but it's the damage that is done when they're young to their skin that causes later on the cancer. And so, if they would use sunscreen, wear that hat, stay in the shade during the most, the time of the afternoon that, is the most sun is there, to try to prevent that so that it doesn't happen later on.
I'm glad you brought up the sunscreen, because that is one of your big projects, your community outreach projects. Can you tell us a little bit about that project?
Well, we give out the information about how to protect your skin from sun damage. We also give out sunscreen packets, and we do that at parades here in Hayes. And we also have our portable sunscreen dispensers that we loan out to events that are happening outside. We had them at the fly-in at the airport, at the sidewalk sale, at the Blues and Barbecue, so that, anybody that's wanting them for a picnic for their company, they can come in and we loan them out. They also had some of the schools have picked them up when they have their fun days, so that way the kids are protected.
And along with your outreach, informing the public about cancer, you also do direct service and direct support to individuals that have cancer, correct? Can you kind of tell us what your support systems are?
Well, one of them is the financial services, and they fill out an application, and it is to help with items that are not covered by insurance, like travel expenses, lodging, some treatments, medication. We help with that. It is, the board approves those, and we can offer them up to $1,750 per calendar year. They can apply for more than 1 year of services, because cancer isn't just a year-long disease. We also have our nutritional supplement program, because some people lose weight when they're in treatment, or they can't maintain their weight. So with a recommendation from the doctor, they will have vouchers that we give them that they can pick up the nutritional supplement so that they can be healthy during and after their treatment. We also have equipment loans. This is free of charge, and this is for Ellis County individuals or outside of the area counties. We have wheelchairs, commodes, walkers, bath benches, other items that they can come in and they can use them during and after treatment for as long as they need them. And there is no charge for those. And then our sunscreen education and our breast cancer awareness education.
Well, fabulous. I know, living in Ellis County, you really kind of feel like you're insulated. There's so few bad things that happen here. The rest of the world falls apart, but we hold it together here. But this is something that actually does affect people locally. Can you kind of just tell us the type of numbers that you see in a year?
Well, usually we average about 18 individuals with our financial services, 7 to 10 for our nutritional supplement, and we loaned out over 150 items to 67 people last year during the year for our equipment. And we gave out over 4,000 sunscreen packets during the year, and a few gallons of sunscreen.
It is fabulous work that you ladies do. And I know you've got some upcoming events that you'd like to touch on, so why don't you go ahead and tell us about those?
Well, October 20th, we are having 2 events that day, the Day of Caring and the Cancer Survivors Day. We're starting off at 9 o'clock in the morning with our Breast Cancer Awareness Brunch and Style Show. We have display booths in the Fort Hays State University Memorial Union atrium. Then at 10 o'clock, we'll have our brunch, followed by a speaker and the style show, and that is in the ballroom. And all of our models for the style show are breast cancer survivors, and they will be modeling clothes from local stores. And the cost is $18 for the ticket, and it's usually over with by noon. And then our Cancer Survivors Day is going to begin at 1 o'clock with a tailgate party. And we're going to serve hot dogs and chips and cookies and drinks. And then at 2:30 is the Fort Hays State University football game. We will have the cancer survivors recognized at halftime during that. We have free tickets, and while, we'll give those away until we run out. So that's our two events on October 20th. They can call here to get more information about both of them, but we're really excited to be able to celebrate this in a big way.
Wonderful. I tell you what, so the last question I have is, how should our viewers get in contact with you if they need your services or they want the sunscreen stands at their event? How should they contact you?
They can reach me at 625-6653, and I am here from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and I'm here over the lunch hour, so they can just give a call, and if they want to stop by, I'm here at 114 West 7th in Hays, Kansas.
All right, ladies, thank you very much for taking time with me today.
The United Way of Ellis County on Eagle Community Television is brought to you by Intersys, Hays Med, Insurance Planning Incorporated, and Eagle Communications.
Choosing the right home may take months. Decorating it perfectly may take years. Leaving it every day just takes complete confidence in both your home and auto insurance.
Allied Homeowners and Auto Insurance, a nationwide company. On your side.
See Sue May at Insurance Planning, 3006 Broadway in Hays. As a major employer and paysetter company, Hays Med leads the way in United Way support each year. Community involvement for Hays Med also takes many other forms, from monthly blood screenings to providing free drive-through flu vaccinations to helping citizens be healthier through the Kickstart Weight Loss Program. Hays Med remains unwavering in support of the local and regional communities it serves. That is one constant on which everyone can rely. Hays Med, a constant in our community.